I've been in this industry for over 25 years. Hell, I was in this business when handicappers were selling their picks on the telephone on 976 numbers for $2 to $3 a pop. It transitioned into the 900 industry, and I was in charge of an industry that was doing $25 million a year at that time. People would call a 900 number and get anything they wanted. And it all ended when telephone companies one day decided, hey, we're not going to pay when people call anymore. You could just call a phone company and say, I'm sorry, I didn't make those 432 calls in the month of April. Will you charge back? And telephone company said, yeah, no problem, Mr. Smith. And we stopped getting paid. So I came up with the brilliant idea about 22 years ago. Let me take that industry and bring it to the internet. And I created the online sports handicapping pay-per-view industry, which you get all the plays from. Yes, I did. Now, over those years, I can tell you unequivocally, there are 3 types of gamblers that bet on the Super Bowl. One knows what they're doing. The other 2, oh, it's trouble. Number 1, the guy that knows what he's doing, he's the guy that's been betting all season long. He plays, he has money management systems, he never bets more than he can afford to lose, he wins some, he loses some, he probably has a bankroll coming into the big game. He is a disciplined gambler. Gambler number 2. He is a guy that probably lost his entire bankroll sometime in September, sometime in October. He probably lost it without getting any professional advice as well. He is coming back for the big game in February with one big play to try to get most of his lost earnings back. One big shot. Big mistake, because if he didn't win in September and October without professional advice, he most likely is going to lose this game as well, and he is most likely going to be playing with funds that were earmarked for something else because he shot his bankroll many months earlier. Number 3 is your recreational gambler. I always say people will watch races in the Triple Crown just because the Triple Crown might be at stake. It's the same thing with the Super Bowl. People will watch the Super Bowl because it's the most watched sporting event, period. It's the reason you have parties. It's the reason you call and have pizza delivered. It's just a social event. And people will bet on the game because it's a reason to bet on the game. Those people don't have any clue what they're doing because they rarely make wagers. Yes, I know every betting proposition is 50-50, but they often make foolish wagers, and they often just do it without any concept of what they're doing, and they lose money. So, gambler number 1, a seasoned pro. Gamblers number 2 and 3, and especially number 2, well, they're suckers just waiting to have their pockets emptied by bookmakers and sports books. I've spoken. Now go forth and make smart wagering decisions. Good luck, everybody.